Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Spartan Stadium on the campus of Lima Senior High School, where tonight, in Division 7 in the state semifinals, the Columbus Grove Bulldogs tangle with the Marion Local Flyers. Hello, everyone. I'm Danny Holbrook alongside Darren Gilbert and our entire WSN crew. And our pregame keys are brought to you in part by Rural First, the leader in rural lending. Rural First can help you live closer to what matters. Gilly, what a fantastic matchup. Two undefeated teams, the number one team in the state in Marion Local, and Columbus Grove comes in unblemished 14-0.
Guess what? First of all, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Absolutely.
And everybody out there that's going to be tuning in tonight. It's been a football weekend so far. It's just getting started. You know, had the NFL yesterday. You got the OHSAA playoff games tonight. Tomorrow you got the showdown in Columbus, back to NFL. So if you love football, this is it. But what a treat tonight. This is a rematch of last year's game that both me and you had. Both well coached, both extremely athletic, both coming in here, you know, with statistical categories that are second to none, with phenomenal athletes on both sides of the ball. So, yeah, it's going to be very entertaining.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at our pregame keys, Gilly, and what's it going to take to get to the state finals?
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, we talked in pregame before we even went on air. Let's just go ahead and combine them tonight. Number one, I think it's going to come down in the trenches on both sides of the ball. You know, we know how stingy Marion Local can be. I've not had Columbus Grove. When you pick up the newspaper and you see the likes of their front five or front four, plus the linebackers, I think it's going to come down to the both levels, level one and level two. What do I mean by that is the defensive linemen as well as the linebackers. And then you got to shore up your back end with your cornerbacks and your safeties. I think if you're Columbus Grove, I think you just got to be ready for everything that Marion Local is going to throw at you. You know, the number of receivers that catch the ball, the number of running backs that run the football. So you got to be ready for anything that Marion Local will throw at you. And I think if you're Marion Local, you're going to have to put those 8 or 9 guys in the box, you know, and focus on Trent Barraza. He's probably, you know, one of the best, if not the best, Division 7 running back in the state of Ohio. And the numbers he's put up. And, you know, Kyle Hopkins has had an exceptional year for being put in the spot he's been into. But I think if you're Marion Local, you've got to put your key on number 3, and that would be Mr. Barraza.
Yeah, Gilly, you look at Trenton Barraza for Columbus Grove, and he's got over 2,500 yards from the line of scrimmage. But then you look at Marion Local, they only allow 48 yards a game rushing. Something's got to give, right?
Well, you would think something would have to give, and I think that all started last week when they went 9 into the box, and I'm talking about the Flyers here, and completely dismantled Ansonia and didn't give them the opportunity to really do anything running-wise. And I think what they have, under 15 yards the first half.
Yeah, so an unbelievable defensive performance by Marion Local.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's Marion Local. It's Columbus Grove with a trip to the state finals on the line. We'll have kickoff right after these messages. Welcome back to Spartan Stadium on the campus of Lima Senior High School. Tonight's first quarter sponsor is Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping in Leipzig for all your commercial and residential concrete needs. Our premier sponsor for Marion Local tonight is OPAC in Osgood. For all your industrial painting, staining, and assembly needs, call OPAC. Our premier sponsor for Columbus Grove is Production Products in Grove. They are hiring, offering great opportunities to advance in a free on-site medical clinic. Apply today at midwayproducts.com. And our 2 presenting sponsors tonight are as follows. Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. And Layfeld Welding and Industrial Supplies, with locations in Coldwater and Greenville. So, Kelly, a little tongue-tied there on my sponsorship. But
good night. Look at the sponsorship. Unbelievable. It's been awesome all year long.
Gilly,
what a way to end the football coverage for WOSN. Thank you so much to the sponsors, you know, that help contribute to to bring in this game as well as the games throughout the whole season.
Well, we laugh a lot because we get in here and we get that sheet and it's got tons of people, but that's what we're about, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
And these sponsors,
it's not possible without the help of them.
Absolutely. So, Gilly, what a dandy we've got tonight. The #1 team in the state, the defending state champions, Marion Local, and the big bully on the block, Columbus Grove. And, look, it's the unstoppable force against the immovable object. Something's got to give, right?
Well, guess what? The first thing you tell them is you tighten the belt buckle or the pants, right? Then you go up to the top and you say, okay, boys, you better tighten the chin strap and you better put the mouth guard in because there's going to be some hitting tonight, and both teams are going to play the best of their ability. And
yeah, look, after every game this year you and I have done, we've took that drive home and we've talked about a possible Grove-Marion local matchup. Well, here we go.
And don't kid yourself. Columbus Grove has waited for this for 365 days.
That's right. That's right. You're absolutely right.
If you're a competitor and you love, sports or anything, and you're competitive, you want those challenges, and the task is at hand for both teams, and going to be a heck of a rematch.
Well, Marion Local, they will kick off first. Back deep for Columbus Grove. #9, Trevin Baxter. And you better watch out for that young man. He is absolutely electric. And back with him, #21, Grant Eversole. So we are just about underway. And Thomas Winter will kick this one off. And Gilly, we are underway with a trip to the state finals on the line. This is Baxter, fumbles the ball, picks it up, gets it at the 25, and he'll be taken down at about the 28-yard line, and that's where the Grove Bulldogs will take over. Columbus Grove comes out 14-0, Gilly, undefeated on the season. Offensively, they average 39.3 a game. They are led on the field by quarterback Kyle Hopkins. He started the middle of the year, Gilly. Remember, he is a third-string quarterback, but he has been fantastic. 57 of 83, 884 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions for 68%.
Yeah, those are incredible numbers for being in that position. They lost Mr. Best to start with, that went second string, and unfortunately he got dinged up. But yeah, those are pretty phenomenal numbers for the position he was put in.
1st and 10, and Hopkins is going to hand the ball off, and this is #3, Trenton Barraza. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, he is unbelievable. He goes 284 attempts, 2,500 yards, 35 touchdowns, 9 point a carry, Gilly.
Unbelievable numbers.
I said 9. I didn't stutter. I said 9.
Yeah, that's that's incredible numbers.
So this will be his stiffest test of the year against this run defense that only gives up very few. They give up 48 yards a game. So Hopkins is in the gun. We'll go 2nd and 9. They'll go Barraza off the left side. He finds a crease, and there you see Trenton Barraza as he gets a hole, and that's what you're going to get from him, everybody. That young man can really get after it.
Went right behind Kylan Mays on that left side, and he just blew open a hole right there for his running back to get through. He broke through the first initial tackle. Appeared to be Everman #8. It appeared to be on the first possession of breaking through that tackle.
And that is a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. So here comes Hopkins in the gun. There goes Baxter in the motion. He'll flip it back to him. They'll go left side. He'll get across midfield to the 50. He'll cut back, and he'll go down about the 44-yard line. So #9, there you see Trevin Baxter. We've seen him all year, Gilly. He can really get after it on the outside.
Yeah, he's sneaky quick, and like you said, he can bounce it outside and turn the jets on, and that's a big play there. If you're Columbus Grove, if that's not a confidence booster, I don't know what you can lean towards. That's a big play right there. Got him 10 and another first down for the Bulldogs.
Columbus Grove comes in averaging 39 points a game. They rush for 236 yards a game, and that is on the shoulders of Trenton Barraza, the all-state back. This is Hopkins in the gun. He'll hand to Barraza. He'll go off the left side and pick up about 2 yards, and there you see that stout defensive front for Marion Local, Gil. They really swarmed the ball.
Yeah, they swarm to the ball, and they play fundamental football, and good job right there by the Yellow Hats. Running to the football, holding to just about 2, it appears, Danny.
That'll bring up 2nd and 8 with 9:55 to go. Darren Gilbert from Spartan Stadium on the campus of Lima Senior High School. Marion Local, Columbus Grove with a trip to the state finals on the line. Everybody in Northwest Ohio has wanted this matchup, and here we go, everybody. And the Grove Bulldogs are on the march. Hopkins is in the gun. He's got Barraza behind him. He's going to hand the ball off. They'll go right up the middle. And Trenton Barraza goes through for a nice 4-yard gain. And there you see the power of Trenton Barraza. He can get you on the outside. He can go between the tackles.
My goodness, yeah. He just puts his head down. Ungren on the stop there, but not until, like you said, gain of about 4.
And, Gil, you're going to see Columbus Grove lean on this offensive line. It's an experienced offensive line. They
sure
know what
is.
they're doing, so they're going to lead with those guys.
Well, they're physical up front. And, you know, one of the keys we talked about, Danny is going to be down there in the trenches. Both teams are solid on the offensive line as well as on the defensive line.
So big 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Hopkins is in the gun. He's got Barraza off to his left. He's going to follow Baxter off the left side. And Kyle Hopkins is going to come up short.
I think it was Barraza, partner.
Well, you're right. It was
I think
Barraza.
they went a little Wildcat set there.
You're absolutely right. Barraza was in the Wildcat, and he takes the ball around the side. And we're going to have a 4th and 2, Gilly. So a big play here. And everybody's on their feet.
Yeah, it appears the Bulldogs are going to try to take this opportunity and take advantage of it.
So first big decision night by Andy Schaefer and the coaching staff for Columbus Grove. Hopkins is in the gun. He's got Barraza off to the left. He's got one to the left, one to the right. Hopkins is going to throw, and it's knocked down.
What a big play right there.
Knocked down, and a big-time play.
Benton Seitz
comes off the end and knocks it down, and Marion Local takes over on downs.
Yeah, that ball hit him directly in the hands right there, but what an athletic play. Taught the fundamentals of coming in with high hands, and that's exactly what he did, and batted the ball down.
Tonight's scoreboard sponsor is Hawker Drywall and Plastering. Visit us at hawkerdrywall.com to see how we can help you. So here come the Marion Local Flyers, Gilly. And they'll go 1st and 10. They're going to throw. This is Justin Knopf, throws across the middle, and his intended target was Victor Holscher. And Victor Holscher, when you get him out in space, Gilly, he is electric. That young man can really spin. Victor Holscher, the 6'2", 180-pound senior, has 65 catches on the year for 1,100 yards, 18 yards a catch, and 18 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's one of those that threw a little bit behind him.
Justin Knopf comes out, the 6'2", 185-pound senior. He's 111 of 156 for 1,900 yards. And this will go right up the middle. And a big-time run there. Ethan Heitkamp takes it right up the middle.
Yeah, he just grounded and pounded, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Ethan Heitkamp averages 6 yards a carry, Gilly.
Well, we get him confused with the other one.
Parker Hess and Ethan
both
Heitkamp.
of them.
What a combination back there. As I was saying about Justin Knopf, he's got 25 touchdowns on the year, 4 interceptions, and 600 yards rushing. He is a dual-threat quarterback. This is Knopf in the gun. They'll go 1st and 10.
I think this is Louse.
Drew Louse. Don't be confused, everybody. This is your MAC Defensive Player of the Year running the ball there. He is a versatile player. He can hurt you in so many ways, and he helps the Flyers on both sides of the ball.
Appeared to be Kylan Mays there for the stop for Columbus Grove.
They'll go 2nd and 7 from the 40-yard line. 0-0 here in the first quarter of play from Spartan Stadium, the home of the Lima Senior Spartans. Marion Local is going to go 2 to the left, 1 to the right. They've got a single back behind Knopf. They'll hand the ball off. They'll go right up the middle, and they will go right up the middle. This is Heitkamp. He's rumbling all the way up to the 15-yard line. Ethan Heitkamp. There you see the power of the young man as he just takes that ball right through the middle off tackle.
Yeah, it's one of those between the tackles, and he just exploded.
So right now, Gilly, we've seen both offensive lines, flexing their muscles a little bit. No secret to what these two teams are going to do tonight.
No, it's going to be groundwork. Eversole with the stop right there for the Bulldogs defensively.
Here come the Flyers. They are in the Home and Insurance Red Zone. Home and Insurance, your trusted local insurance members of the Wayne Insurance Group with 2 locations to serve you in Chickasaw and Versailles. They'll flip it back. And nice job there.
Sure
and
was.
A nice job by
Gavin
Barraza as he gets him by the shoestring and saves maybe a touchdown, Gilly, as he gets him in the backfield.
Yeah, what a quick play there by that young man. He's an AAU kid that plays a lot of basketball and good kid, younger brother of Trent. Good job there getting in the backfield.
6:15 to go here in the first quarter. We'll go 2nd and 10. Parker Hess is off to the left of Justin Knopf. They've got 2 receivers to the left.
No, he's coming up to the end zone now.
Knopf takes the snap. He's going to throw to the left side. He's got a man out there. Victor Holscher, he's got a touchdown. Wow. Marion Local strikes first, and it's a Burke Petroleum touchdown. Burke Petroleum offering propane for residential, farm, commercial, and industrial users. Burke Petroleum, dependable, available, 1-800-776-3097. So there you see Victor Holscher on the left side as he rumbles into the end zone, and it's 6-0 Marion Local.
Well, Barraza tried to match up on the outside. There's just such a height differential between the two, and Marion Local took advantage of it, and Holscher run a nice route, nice delivery on the ball. Touchdown Flyers.
The extra point is up, and it is good. Our extra point sponsor is Northwest Ohio Recycling in Pandora, paying top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, scrap iron, and scrap cars. Call 419-384-3392. With 6:01 to go, the Marion Local Flyers lead the Columbus Grove Bulldogs 7-0. We'll be back right after these messages. Welcome back to Spartan Stadium, where with 6:01 to go in the first quarter, the Marion Local Flyers have taken a 7-0 lead over the Columbus Grove Bulldogs. Our timeout sponsor tonight is brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. So, Gilly, Marion Local puts it all on display in that first drive. They run a little, they throw a little. You saw all the weapons, and we're in for a shootout, buddy.
Well, Columbus Grove 4th and 2, and they had it in Marion Local's territory. Coach Schaefer decided to go for it. The ball's not batted down. They had Barraza out in the flats. Great play by the Flyers.
Yeah, are you surprised that they put the ball in the air at 4th and 2,
Nope.
Gilly?
No, because they're loading everybody up into the box. They just made a great play from the outside linebacker spot, that being Benton Seitz, doing what he's told to do fundamentally, and that's get your hands up, and batted the ball down at the line of scrimmage, and then they went to their running game, and then we also we got to see a dart thrown by Mr. Knopf and a great route run by Mr. Holscher, and we got a 7-0 lead by the Flyers.
So here we go. Marion Local is going to kick the ball off, and a kind of a pooch kick, and it's going to be fielded. It's on the ground, and it's on the turf, and it is a scramble for that. Let's see who comes up with it. Marion Local says they have it. And this could be huge, and they are. Marion Local recovers the fumble, and disaster strikes for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's one of those. You know what? I don't know if it was designed or if it was one of those that he just did not really get his leg into it. I know the wind was blowing, so he had to have a holder there. But
he put it in no man's land.
He put it in no man's land, and one of the players from Grove got their hands on it, but he was trying to go to his knees to catch it, and the ball just bounced off his shoulder pads, went right on the turf, and Marion Local's Johnny on the spot, and turnover Columbus Grove.
Here comes Justin Knopf and the Flyers. He's got Drew Louse behind him. Ethan Heitkamp goes in motion. He's got a single receiver to the right. They'll go Louse off the right side, and there goes Drew Louse, and he is going to do. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and he takes it into the house for another Marion Local touchdown. A Burke Petroleum touchdown. Ethan Heitkamp rumbles in, and the Marion Local Flyers lead this one 13-0.
Wow.
You're in awe.
Yeah, I'm in awe. Yeah. Yes. That's how quick, that they can take and just take the momentum and run with it. And that's exactly what happened right there. Great kick-out block. He found the hole. He popped it to the outside. It was a foot race, and he outran, appeared to be number 9, Trevin Baxter, to the pylon.
So Carson Bills will come on for the extra point. Extra point sponsored by Northwest Ohio Recycling. And there's a flag on the field. Northwest Ohio Recycling in Pandora, paying top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, scrap iron, and scrap cars. Call 419-384-3392. So we'll wait for the call here, and it is going to go against Columbus Grove. They'll move that one up just a tad bit. So you can't make mistakes against a club like Marion Local, Gill, and that's exactly what Columbus Grove did here. So Bills will come on for the extra point. Snap is back. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it is good. With 5:50 to go, the Marion Local Flyers lead the Columbus Grove Bulldogs 14-0. We'll have more high school football right after this message. Tonight's Marion local premier sponsor is OPAC in Osgood. For all your industrial painting, staining, and assembly needs, call OPAC. Our premier sponsor for Columbus Grove is Productions Products. They are hiring, offering great opportunities to advance in a free on-site medical clinic. Apply today at midwayproducts.com. And our presenting sponsor tonight is Ultimate Outdoor, bringing resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. And Layfeld Welding and Industrial Supplies. Locations in Coldwater and Greenville. My goodness, Gilly, we are seeing some fireworks here in the first quarter.
Well, you hit the nail on the head. You know, they feast off of that, and it's like a Thanksgiving meal. They just keep going back, and if you give them the opportunity and you lay it in front of them, Marion Local's going to take it, and they're going to run with it and convert it into points, and that's exactly what's happened.
So there's the kick, and it'll be fielded at about the 25-yard line. They'll go to the 30 to about the 35-yard line, and that's where Columbus Grove will start over. So Columbus Grove comes in averaging, like I said, 39 points a game. They run the ball for 236 yards. And, Gilly, they're going to have to flip the field a little bit here, keep that Marion local offense off the field and get some positive yardage and move the ball
Well,
down.
They did that first possession, and they put themselves in a 4th and 2. And you know what? I'm sure he has no regrets doing that because they were moving the football at that particular time. But, yeah, they've got to stay with their game plan right here, partner. They cannot go away from what they – drew up as a coaching staff by watching film. I'd love to be a fly on the wall at the coaches' meetings on both teams.
There goes Barraza to the left side looking for a hole, and he's going to pick up 15 big yards. Trenton Barraza, and you see how easy he does that, Gilly, when he gets to the outside. He is absolutely electric.
Well, one thing that he's done over the summer and is work on his lower body strength, and he really does a good job, popping them hips and getting as much that he possibly can. He's one of those guys now that will not run around you. He'll run through you.
Absolutely. Our first down sponsor tonight is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, located in Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's, locally owned and operated. And here goes Barraza off the left side. Not much happening there. And there you see the Marion local defensive line tighten up, and maybe a yard, Gil.
Yeah, I think that was Mullenkamp with the initial hit there for the Flyers.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. What a season for Trenton Barraza. 35 touchdowns, Gil, 9 yards a carry. First teamer All-State, and as good a back as we've seen in Northwest Ohio in a long time.
Yeah, he's going to play at the next level. No question.
This is Hopkins. Looks downfield. He throws to the left side, and it's picked off. Picked off at the 35-yard line. Marion local with another. Oh, they're going to say he juggled the ball. So a big-time break for the Bulldogs. That could have been disaster there, and Andrew Pullman went up, and I thought he brought it down, but apparently he juggled it as he came down.
Yeah, they brought Barraza, out of the backfield like a little wheel route and tried to get him up the sideline, and Mr. Pullman right there slid over from his corner position, made a nice play on the football, but like you said, bobbled it.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 9 from the 49. Hopkins has Barraza off to the left. He's got 2 receivers to the left. He's got a man in motion, 1 in the slot. Hopkins is going to take the snap. He's going to throw down the left side, and he's got a man out there, and a connection is made. And a big-time strike that lands at the 19-yard line.
Sure was. Let's try to see who that was.
10 years ago, I could have picked that number out, but
that might be his brother. It was his brother.
You're absolutely right. That is Gavin Barraza with an absolute strike from Kyle Hopkins, and that is another Lee's Famous Recipe first down. And they are in the Home and Insurance Red Zone. Home and Insurance, your trusted local insurance specialist. Member of the Wayne Insurance Group with 2 locations to serve you in Chickasaw and Versailles. So the Bulldogs are on the move. Hopkins will go 1st and 10 from the 20. He's going to take the snap. He's going to give it to Barraza off the left side. Barraza looking for a hole. Nothing doing. And he's going to be taken down at the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the second level of Marion Local did a really good job closing on the football. Appeared to be Bryant Meyer as well as Benton Seitz. Good job there by the 2 linebackers.
Marion Local does a great job of stretching the play out. They do not allow anything in the middle there, so a great job by those guys.
Well, you're dealing with the 4 front guys, and you got 4 linebackers that can really run. First and second level, Marion Local does an exceptional job filling holes and gaps.
So there goes 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hopkins will go in the gun. He's got Brady Basinger off to the right side. He's going to give it to Barraza off the left side, and maybe a yard and a half. Going to bring up a big third down.
It appeared to be number 51, Adam Winter, and 52, Mullenkamp on the stop.
So a huge play here, Gilly. It brings up 3rd and 9 from the 18-yard line. Bulldogs down 14-0 early stages of this game. 3:04 to go here in the first quarter. Look, when you're this far down, you got 8 yards. You got 2 plays, right?
Sure.
You got 2 plays.
You got to
for 8
believe
yards,
unless you take a chance to kick a field goal.
Absolutely. So Hopkins will go into the pistol. He's going to roll. Looks under pressure. He's got a man out there, and he's almost picked off. And again, right about the 9-yard line, and the ball is dropped. That was Griffin Bruns. So 2 times on this drive, Columbus Grove almost throws an interception.
Well, they wanted to run the stop and go route. I think that was with Baxter. Just a little timing is a little bit off right there, but yeah, they were trying to get him on the stop and go.
Going to bring up 4th and 9 from the 18-yard line. So as big a play as Columbus Grove has had this game so far, and they're going to go for it here on 4th and 9. Hopkins will go in the pistol. He's got Barraza off to the right side. He's going to take the ball. He's looking across. He throws down, and it's picked off. Picked off at the 10. They'll bring it up to the right side, and that's Bills. And he almost had the first one. Griffin Bruns gets the second one, and another turnover for the Marion Local Flyers, and they are in business.
Well, he's a young man that had an exceptional game against Ansonia, if you remember. Danny, he just closes on the football exceptionally well. And
well, we saw him on special teams,
yes.
Bill, and he's fantastic.
He's
in
fundamentally
the open,
sound,
he's
isn't
fantastic in the open space, and there you see how his athleticism there on the defensive side of the ball. So here come the Flyers. They'll go 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Knopf goes under center, and they'll hand the ball off and pick up about 7 yards, and that is Ethan Heitkamp with a nice 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 3 from the 38-yard line. Marion Local leads 14-0 with 2:20 to go in the first quarter. And we got a fast game going, Gilly. This is moving along.
Going quick, isn't it?
Sure
Jamison
is.
Rader on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Justin Knopf will go under center again. They'll go power I. Drew Louse will go in motion. They'll hand the ball off, second man through, and a huge gain. And they are just getting big chunks of yardage, the Marion Local Flyers. And there you see Parker Hess. Parker Hess, Gil, comes in. The young man has over 900 yards rushing, 16 touchdowns, and a 7-yard average per carry.
I mean, what a dynamic set of backs to have. I mean, they're like clones to one another. They run so doggone hard.
Well, they just love, love contact.
Then you throw Louse in there for a third running back, and then you got the quarterback with legs.
And you got Holscher on the outside. You got Bruns on the outside.
Yes.
Knopf's going to flip back, and this is Parker Hess again, and he's just churning out yards. Parker Hess picks up a big 6-yard gain, and there you're seeing every weapon on display right now for the Marion Local Flyers.
Gander on the stop for Columbus Grove. Give him about 6.
Everything going Marion Local's way right now as we come to the end of the first quarter with under a minute to go here. They'll go 2nd and about 4. Knopf will go back into the pistol. He's going to hand the ball off to Drew Louse, and nothing going there.
Oh, the ball's on the ground.
The ball is on the turf, and let's see what they say. They're going to say Marion Local controls the ball. So apparently he was down when the ball came loose.
I'll tell you, great job there by Columbus Grove. I could not get a number, but there was a couple of those silver hats in there. Nice pop right there to spring that football loose. Now, I think he recovered his own football, Danny.
I think he did too. You're right. So that'll bring up a big 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd and 3.
And that's what Columbus Grove needs. They need a turnover right here, and they need to come away with something positive on the defensive side of the ball.
Knox is going to flip it back to Parker Hess, and he's going to pick up another Lee's famous recipe first down. Parker Hess, once he gets through that first containment, Gil, there's no telling what he can do.
Yeah, when he gets by the offensive lineman, it really puts pressure on Columbus Grove's linebackers, and they had him contained in the backfield, but he was just, so doggone strong with his legs and upper body that he broke away from a couple initial tacklers and found his way to that first down marker.
And that's going to do it. After 1 quarter of play from Spartan Stadium on the campus of Lima Senior High School, the Marion local Flyers lead the Columbus Grove Bulldogs 14-0. We'll have second quarter action right after these messages. Our second quarter sponsor tonight is Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping in Leipzig for all your commercial and residential concrete needs. So, Gilly, 1 quarter of play is in the books. Marion local status quo dominate the first quarter. They get a couple turnovers. They score on the first turnover. Let's see what they do with this one here. But Columbus Grove, really a tough first quarter. They've got to control the ball a little better than what they're doing.
Well, and don't you see a carbon copy of the Minster game?
Yes, absolutely.
Minster moved the football. They got to what? They had it inside of Marion local.
They had it
numerous
three
occasions.
times. Yeah, 3 times they had it in red zone.
Come away with what? 7, and they didn't get that till late in the game. So yeah, Marion local. Right now the game is in their hands right now to see if they can't extend this to a 3-touchdown game.
Justin Knopf is in the pistol. He's going to throw. He's going to throw across the middle, and he's got a man out there. Victor Holscher with a spinning catch. The ball was behind him.
Yeah, and the coverage wasn't bad. Baxter was right there running stride for stride with him. Holscher just, had got those big hands on the football and pulled it in. It was the same route they ran early in the game, Danny, and the ball was a little bit behind, but he adjusted right there and made a heck of a catch.
And they are in the home and insurance red zone. Here's Justin Knopf. He's going to hand the ball off to the first one up, and that is Ethan Heitkamp. Our red zone sponsor tonight, Holman Insurance, your trusted local insurance specialist, member of the Wayne Insurance Group, with 2 locations to serve you in Chickasaw and Versailles.
Good job right there by Levi Schrader and Kylan Mays standing up the ball carrier.
That'll bring up 2nd and 9 from about looks like the 9-yard line, Gil. So Marion local knocking on the door. They lead 14-0 here in the early portion of the second quarter. Justin Knopf goes into the pistol. He's got Parker Hess in motion. Ethan Heitkamp is off to his right. He's going to follow Heitkamp off the right side. There's a flag on the play.
There's some laundry, yellow laundry
going to
on
be
the
pushed
field.
out at about the 2-yard line, but that looks like it's in the area of holding. So we'll see if that's not taken back 10 yards.
Don't you love it, Danny? Look down on the sidelines. Look at all these players from Marion local. They're not silly, are they? Look where they're all standing.
Absolutely.
Right there by the heaters, baby.
It is about 24 degrees out there right now.
Oh, they got chop block.
Chop block below the waist. So cold night tonight, and the stands are full. These folks from Columbus Grove and Marion local, a hardy group.
They brought them, didn't they?
They sure did. They brought a big bunch of them. But they're all bundled up. So high school football, nothing like it in the state of Ohio. So here comes Justin Knopf. They'll call it 2nd and 19 from the 20-yard line. Knopf will go in the pistol, and he's going to look to throw. He's going to throw to the left side. He's got a man out there, and he's going to be hit, and a connection is made and taken down at about the 4-yard line. Connection is Andrew Pullman with a big-time catch and a strike from Justin Knopf. Boy, he just got between the seams, Gilly, and he was standing there wide open.
Oh, what a tight spin right there and found him. Nice pitch and catch.
We talk about Justin Knopf being a dynamic athlete. Gilly, he really has a nice arm and good accuracy.
He does.
He puts the ball on the money every time.
He does. Well, look at their, first string, second string, third string, fourth string. They can all throw the football.
Knopf goes under center. He's got Heitkamp and Hess directly behind him. He's going to hand off to Heitkamp, and he goes in for another Burke Petroleum touchdown. Burke Petroleum offering propane for residential, farm, commercial, and industrial users. Burke Petroleum, dependable, available 1-800-776-3097. 20-0, Gil. The Flyers are flexing their muscles.
Yeah, they're doing what they need to do here, and they do what they do best, and that's put it on the ground and, sprinkle a little bit of Mr. Knopf in there with his wide receivers and defense, buckling down and not breaking defensively. And
Carson Bills will come out to kick the extra point.
Oh, and And that one
was
off the
no
goalpost.
good. Our first mistake. Our extra points are brought to you by Northwest Ohio Recycling in Pandora. So the second quarter, Marion Local continues to dominate this one 20-0. We'll be back right after these messages. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Gilly, what does Columbus Grove got to do to get back in this one? It's 20-0 here with 9:59 to go until halftime. Lots of football left.
One, they can't panic. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
I know
absolutely.
they have not been in this spot before, but they cannot panic. Stick to the game plan. You know, try to get it to halftime. Either keep it at 20 or try to cut into the deficit, but don't panic yet. A lot of football left.
So Marion Local kicks off, and Baxter will take it at the 30, catches the ball on the run, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will take over.
Imagine kicking that thing and be like kicking a rock.
I was going to say in this cold
Good
weather.
gravy.
So Columbus Grove comes out down 20-0. And they really need something positive to happen here. They just need to keep that Marion Local fly. But honestly, Gil, the Marion Local defense is
Grove's
moving the ball.
moving
Yeah,
the football.
It's a lot of mistakes right now.
But when you're forced into throwing it, putting yourself in a position to have to throw the football, that's something that Grove is not overly used to, if that makes any sense. I mean,
So
they're used to putting it on the ground with this young man right here.
They'll go Trenton Barraza in the Wildcat in an empty backfield. They ran 3 to the left, and Barraza brings it out and picks up a nice gain of about 6 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. And, Gilly, I don't know how you go away from that when you get positive yards like that.
Well, the problem you run into is Marion Local makes such good adjustments, and they put those 9 guys in the box.
Yes, they do.
And they do such a good job moving laterally along the line of scrimmage using their hands.
Well, they're going to keep Barraza in the Wildcat position. They've got Kyle Hopkins all the way off to the left side with 2 other receivers. So Barraza is going to stay in the pistol, 2nd and 3. And he's going to try to go off the right side, and it looks like he comes close to a first down. We'll have to see what they call there as he goes out of bounds. Now it's going to be about 2 yards short, and it'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he tried to show some patience right there. He knew where the pylon was, or the sticks were. Tried to show a little bit of patience and turned the corner to get as much as he could. You know, if you're Columbus Grove putting yourself in 3rd and short, that's not too bad. Now they got to convert a first down here.
So they're going to stay with Barraza in the Wildcat. They'll go 3 receivers to the left. They'll put 1 in the slot. Barraza in an empty backfield, 3rd and 2. Marion Local leads 20-0. Barraza's going to go right up the middle, and nothing
I think he got it. I think he got it on the spot.
I think they're going to, with his first initial surge, Gilly, it looks like he got it, and the officials are saying first down.
Yeah.
So that'll be another first down for the Columbus Grove Bulldogs. Our first down sponsor tonight, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, located in Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Locally owned and operated, Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too. So something positive here for the Bulldogs.
It was, and he got forward progress right there. He didn't get it by much, but he did just enough, and the offensive line created just enough of a crease to get him that first down.
So they'll put Hopkins back at the quarterback position, Barraza off to his right side, and they'll go a little misdirection and nothing going right there. Wow, there you saw the speed and agility. Big number 59, Isaac Mullenkamp, 6'4", 240 pounds, Gil.
Actually, Danny, I think it's Kyle Ungren, number 59. And we had the same issue last week. Mullenkamp's the defensive end, number 52. But, yeah, I'm just happened to look at I was looking at
our roster's got it. Yes, got 59 Isaac Mullenkamp on it. Okay, all right. So here
Heck of a play, though, regardless. Number 59 was right there.
Here comes Barraza as he gets through the first initial hit, and he's going to be taken down close to midfield. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 7 for the Bulldogs. It's just so hard to imagine how fast this defense is for the local, Gil. They just fly to the ball, and they swarm at everything.
Well, and they will dip their shoulder in there. They do not care with reckless abandon. And they're gonna hold it up so you can get your teammates to come in there and clean it up. Meyer on the stop there for the Flyers.
They'll go Gavin Baxter clear off to the left side in single coverage. Hopkins is in the pistol with Barraza off to his left side. They'll go two receivers to the right side.
Close
You're right.
Encroachment.
It was close, and
I think they're going to take a timeout. Columbus Grove is
going to take a timeout. There's a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout here in the booth. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. So a big third down here, 3rd and 7 from midfield. And Hopkins is in the pistol. He's got Barraza off to the right side, two receivers to the right, one to the left. Hopkins looks across the field. He's going to throw in the middle, and it's tipped up. Looks like his intended receiver was Trevin Baxter, and he just overthrows the young man.
Yeah, he overthrew it, and very fortunate because guess who? Mr. Sticky Fingers right there, number 15, Griffin Bruns, let it slip through his fingers.
Well, Gil, Columbus Grove is going to punt the ball away, and they're going to send Trevin Baxter back to punt. But these two young men that Marion Local are sending back, in 15, Griffin Bruns, and 2, Victor Holscher, on turf, they are absolutely electric. Well, let's watch these two young men. Who do you kick to right now?
I'm trying to see who the kicker is. Is that Barraza?
That's Baxter.
Okay, Baxter.
And they'll kick it away from both of them, and it'll go out. And a nice kick there that's going to roll, and it's going to be taken down at
nice
about the
punt by that
line.
young man.
So
that's how much respect they have for Marion Local special teams.
Super punt there, and that's where the Marion Local Flyers will take over, leading 20-0 with 7:29 to go until halftime. Our premier sponsor tonight for Marion Local is OPAC in Osgood. For all your industrial painting, stamping, and assembly needs, call OPAC. And our premier sponsor for Columbus Grove is Production Products, offering great opportunities to advance and a free on-site medical clinic. Apply today at midwayproducts.com. So here come the Flyers, 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. They lead 20-0. Knopf's going to roll to his right, looking to throw, and he's throwing down the field. He's got Holscher out there, and he's got it. Victor Holscher grabs it at about the 32, nearly intercepted, but Holscher goes up and just high points it and takes it away.
Jump ball, get it. That's exactly what he did because, like you said, Danny, number 21 was right there, within reach. And that was Grant Eversole.
Grant Eversole had a great beat on it, but Justin Knopf puts it right there.
The length and athleticism of Mr. Holscher made the difference right there, securing the football.
And they'll go Ethan Heitkamp right up the middle, and nothing going there as the Columbus Grove front four just toughens up right there. And a nice play there.
Sure was.
Led by
Jamison
number 14.
Rader.
Yeah, Jamison Rader.
Stuck his nose right in there at the line of scrimmage. Good job making the tackle.
They'll go 2nd and 9 from about the 33-yard line. Knopf will go under center. Knopf's going to throw the ball. He's going to look deep. And he's hit, and the ball's on the ground. And it looks like Columbus Grove may have it. It's on the turf, and that is what they're saying. Columbus Grove with a huge turnover on a strip sack of Justin Knopf, and the Bulldogs get a big-time break.
Yeah, it appeared to be number 67, Leighton Blankenmeyer. Happened to get a hold of the right shoulder, the right arm area of Mr. Knopf right there as he was getting ready to throw it, and they said the shoulder was not, or the arm was not going forward, and the ball was on the turf, and Grove Bulldogs got what they needed, Danny, and that's that turnover. Now let's see if they can't do something here and punch it in and get some points.
They'll go Trenton Barraza in the Wildcat from the 24-yard line. They got two receivers to the left, one to the right. Marion Local leads 20-0. Barraza's going to go off the right side. He's following his blockers, looking for anything. He's taken down, hit hard. Oh, my goodness. Number 51, Adam Winter, just comes in and just rocks his world.
He laid the wood to him right there, so to speak, partner. He was waiting for the lineman to do that kick-out block, but like you said, Mr. Winter went right down the line of scrimmage and shedded his block and met him at the line of scrimmage and gave him a 1 yard gain, a well-deserved 1 yard right there, because that was a heck of a pop.
Bring up 2nd and 9 from the 25-yard line. Hopkins will go back to the quarterback position. He's in the pistol. Baxter goes in motion. They'll go Trenton Barraza right up the middle, and a nice 5-yard pickup there for Trenton Barraza. He's effective at times when they go between the tackles, but this Marion local front is so good. And you got to believe Columbus Grove's not going to panic, and they're not going to go away from the run because they are moving the ball.
Right. Meyer and Heitkamp, the 2 linebackers there, of the 4 of them on the stop.
That'll bring up a big 3rd and 5 from about the 21-yard line. They'll go Hopkins in the pistol. He'll have Barraza off to the right side. 1 single receiver onto the right, and Baxter clear out on the left in single coverage. Hopkins is going to give it to Barraza, looking for it. Any inches. He goes to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, cuts it back in, and he goes down to about the 5-yard line. And Trenton Barraza takes it towards the goal line for another Lee's famous recipe, 1st down, and he's in the Holman's Insurance red zone. Columbus Grove cooking up something, trying to get into the end zone.
Really good job sealing the outside was Brady Basinger and Grant Eversole, allowing Trent Barraza, to turn the corner and get that thing down. 1st and goal, Grove at the 5.
So with 4:48 to go, Columbus Grove trying to put it in the end zone. They're down 20-0. Hopkins will go into the pistol. He's got Barraza. They're going to go Trenton Barraza. They're up the middle, and nothing happening there.
Trying to see who's got him by the legs there to start with. Appeared to be winner number 51.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal.
No gain on that one, partner.
No, they were ready for that one, weren't they? So that'll bring up 2nd and goal with 4:06, and the clock continues to run. And a quick first half here from Spartan Stadium on the campus of Lima Senior High School. It's all Marion local this half, and Columbus Grove trying to get that scoreboard to light up on their side. Hopkins will go into the pistol. He's going to give it to Barraza off the right side. Trenton Barraza is going to take it in for a Columbus Grove touchdown, a Burke Petroleum touchdown. Trenton Barraza rambles in from the 5-yard line, and the Grove Bulldogs are on the board with 6.
Yeah, he went right behind the backside of Brady first, number 58, and found that crease and found his way to the end zone. Great job executing there by Columbus Grove.
Our touchdown sponsor tonight is Burke Petroleum, offering propane for residential, farm, commercial, and industrial users.
Mr. Verhoff here for the extra point.
Extra point is up, and it is no good. Our extra points are brought to you by Northwest Ohio Recycling in Pandora. So, with 3:44 to go until halftime, the Columbus Grove Bulldogs get on the scoreboard. Marion Local leads this one 20-6. Tonight's presenting sponsor is Ultimate Outdoor, bringing resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor, and Layfield Welding and Industrial Supplies with locations in Coldwater and Greenville. So, Gilly, the Grove Bulldogs, they punch it in, a much-needed touchdown to close the gap to 2 scores, and we're at 20-6, and it's anybody's game now.
Well, it all started with a turnover right there. Great job defensively, and then cashing in for some points, and that's exactly what Grove needs. I think we're going to get a face mask. It's either going to be a face mask or a horse collar.
It was a face mask. Victor Holscher got the ball, and he was just grabbed right around the face mask. That's going to tack on an additional 15 yards for Marion Local.
Sarcastically, how did you know that?
What's that?
That there was a flag on the field if you didn't see the flag?
I did see the flag.
No, I'm saying, could you hear the fans down below is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
oh, my goodness.
Yeah, they let me know.
It's like the Bears coming out of hibernation.
They did.
They love their football.
Yeah, there was a pretty obvious play there. So Marion Local in business right now as they'll take over from the 44-yard line. And 3:38 to go. Plenty of time for Marion Local to put this another 6 on the board. So Justin Knopf will go in under center. And he's going to hand off to Parker Hess. He goes off the left side. Parker Hess picks up a big-time 12-yard gain. Parker Hess just running between tackles, just carrying people. Yes, you should.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
The people want it. You gave it to him, Gilly. It's going to bring up another Lee's famous
It's either
recipe.
that or
First
get
down.
tired of it, and Nick will hear about it.
I was going to say, we don't have many games left. So. Knopf's going to go into the pistol. He's got Parker Hess off to the left side. And he's going to look to throw. He's going to throw to the right side, and he's got a man
nice
out there.
catch.
And a nice catch made by
Bruns,
Griffin Bruns. Yeah, nice connection there from Knopf to Griffin Bruns.
Good grief.
They just moved the ball so quick down the field.
Well, I wonder how many of these kids are on the basketball team.
I'm sure.
I mean, they got a 6'8" kid coming back in basketball, and then you throw these athletes out there. Holy smokes.
So here we go. Second and about 6. Justin Knopf will go on the pistol. Victor Holscher goes in motion. He's going to throw to Holscher off the left side, and Holscher gets away from the first one. He gets to the left side. Victor Holscher scoots down, and he picks up another Lee's famous recipe first down. And there you saw number 20, Gavin Barraza, had a chance to make the tackle, and he just missed the tackle. Yeah,
he's frustrated. He had him in the backfield, had a beeline for him, and he just slipped out of his grasp right there. If he makes that tackle, it's a no gain. And unfortunately for Grove, he escaped and got a first down for Marion Local.
Knopf will go under center, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. He's going to flip the ball back to Parker Hess as he goes off the right side. And Hess has got a seam. Hess is going to take it in for another Burke Petroleum touchdown. Parker Hess rumbles in from 30 yards out, and the Marion Local Flyers tack on 6 more, 26-6.
Yeah, they just went hat on hat and got to the second level and found the linebackers and blew that right side open, and he ran right through there and
Gilly,
went in untouched. I don't think anybody touched him.
They just look like a hot knife through butter right now. Nothing's working for the Columbus Grove defense. Marion Local, they've got it all working right now. So they'll bring on Carson Bills for the point after try. Our extra points are brought to you by Northwest Ohio Recycling. The kick is up, and it is good. With 2:40 to go until halftime, the Marion Local Flyers lead the Columbus Grove Bulldogs 27-6. You're watching high school football on WOSA. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. So, Gilly, Marion Local, everything working right now through the air, on the ground. They lead 27-6, and we've got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds until halftime. You got to believe Columbus Grove wants to put something on the board before the half.
Well, who got the ball to start with?
Columbus Grove got the ball first to start with, yeah. So Marion Local gets it first. So there's another fumble, and he's going to pick it up, and he's going to take it. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Braden Mesher gets the ball on the bounce and takes it into the end zone for another Burke Petroleum touchdown. Or they're going to say, are they going to say he can't advance it, or they're going to call it a touchdown? They're getting together, I believe.
Okay, you cannot advance it, apparently.
They're going to say right there, yeah. I thought they could not advance that.
It's like, oh, my goodness, look what I found.
Braden Mesher was Johnny on the spot. And here go the Marion Local Flyers. They pick up the ball.
Yeah, and that's what Grove did not – they did not need that to happen to them.
That is the third, Gilly, the third turnover of the half from Columbus Grove.
Because a team like Marion Local will feast off of that.
Knopf goes under center. He's got Hess and Heitkamp in the power eye. He's going to flip the ball back, and that's on the ground. And Justin Knopf is Johnny on the spot, and he gets on it at about the 40-yard line. So a loss of about 7 yards there. It's going to bring up second and, about 10-yard loss.
Yes.
They're going to call 2nd and 20 on that one. So a rare mistake by the Flyers.
Yeah, they pull out the two big backs. Let's see what they decide. That being the Flyers, looks like they got Louse in the backfield now.
So Knopf will go in the pistol. Drew Louse is in the backfield with him, and Knopf's going to be taken down.
Oh, great job.
And a great job by the Columbus Grove as they call the blitz on there.
Austin
And
Gardner.
Nice job there.
Levi Schrader.
They were all over.
Oh, Grove's going to take a timeout.
Grove will take a timeout. There's a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout here in the booth. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. So here we go, Gil, to bring up 3rd and 25, and Marion Local hasn't been in this situation in a long time, Gilly. So here come the Flyers at 3rd and 25. Knopf will go in an empty backfield in the pistol. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and 1 in the slot. Knopf looks to throw. He's going to throw down the middle, and he's got Holscher out there, and a big-time connection, and a gain of about 23 yards, Gil, and they are right on the doorstep of a first down. You got to believe at 4th and 2 they're going to go for it.
Well, if you're Columbus Grove, what are you telling your kids during that timeout? You can't let anybody behind you, and Marion Local decided to go right down the seam as Columbus Grove give them that little area there to throw the football to try to keep them from getting the first down, and they put themselves in a respectable 4th and just inside 3 yards, and Marion Local's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, we're going to keep it right here. Our premier sponsor for Marion Local tonight is OPAC in Osgood. For all your industrial painting, staining, and assembly needs, call OPAC. And our premier sponsor for Columbus Grove, Production Products Incorporated, offering great opportunities to advance and a free on-site medical clinic. Apply today at midwayproducts.com. Don't forget, everybody, stick around after the game as we give out a Stolly Hustle Award winner. You can check out highlights of tonight's Stolly Hustle Award, the winner on the WSN YouTube page. We're all over YouTube, Gilly. You ever check that out?
YouTube?
Yeah.
Music?
Yeah. Hey, check out WSN on YouTube. You and I are on there quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
boy.
goodness.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. In the words of Darren Gilbert, oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
We need
You had
T-shirts
to tell
say
me,
that.
didn't
Yeah,
you?
we need
You had
T-shirts.
to tell me.
We need T-shirts that say Gilly says, oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Gilly, we've got so much to look forward to in the next couple of weeks at WSN with football and basketball and all kind of girls basketball, boys basketball. It's just a great time.
It's hard
of
to
year.
believe, isn't it?
It sure is.
Week 2 of the girls.
Here we go, Gilly. 4th and 2. Marion Local goes into that power eye. Drew Louse goes in motion. And Knopf's going to hand off to Hess. Hess goes off the left side. He's going to pick up a first down and more. And he's saying it, Gilly. Say it. He was doing
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
He was. He picks up another Lee's Famous Recipe first down. And they go into the Holman's Insurance red zone. Clock continues to run with 1:17 to go. Knopf will go into the pistol. He's going to look across the field. He's going to throw to the end zone, and it is picked off in a big-time play by the Bulldogs, and it's exactly what they needed, Gilly. They could ill afford to give up a touchdown to Marion Local, and it looks like they're going to get out of this half without giving another one up.
Well, it all started with a deflection by Gavin Barraza in the end zone. What a great play by him, closing in on the wide receiver and getting the deflection, the tip ball, and that's one of those drills that the coaches work on in practice, and they did it to perfection right there. That's a big, stop for Columbus Grove, keeping this thing to a 3-touchdown game, partner. It could have very easily been extended to 4 right there.
So 1:06 to go here in the second quarter, and Hopkins will go back into the pistol. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And he's going to throw the ball to the right, and he's got a man out there. A connection is made, and a strike to number 7. That is Brady Basinger. So they'll pick up another Lee's Famous Recipe first down. So Columbus Grove not content with where they're at right now. Gillian, I love the strategy now.
Yeah. Use the time and try to get as many yards as you can down the field. Everman and Bruns on the stop.
And the ball is knocked down. Hopkins' intended target was Trenton Barraza, but that'll be an incomplete pass, and that will stop the clock with 49 seconds to go, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Thankfully he got rid of the football because I'll tell you, Mr. Seitz was bearing down on him.
He was. You're absolutely right. He jumped in.
And it was not, he did not see him coming because it was coming from the blind side.
So here come the Grove Bulldogs, 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. Barraza off to the right. Hopkins looks to throw. He's under heavy pressure, and he gets it out to Barraza. Barraza tries to get away from one defender, and he picks up about 2 yards, and the clock continues to run. We'll go 40 seconds in running.
Drew Louse on the stop right there with the solo tackle.
That'll bring up 3rd and 9 as Hopkins goes back into the gun. He's looking across. He goes to the right side, and the connection is made there with his receiver. That is Gavin Baxter.
Pushed out of bounds there on the boundary by Mr. Bruns
and
for the Flyers.
That'll bring up 4th and 6, Gilly, from the 39-yard line. Boy, a tough decision here because if you turn the ball over on downs to Marion Local on this side of the field, you got to believe they're not going to settle for just taking a knee.
Well, not especially not with the arm of Mr. Knopf. He's capable of sipping that in all particular parts of the field. Yeah, big play here by Grove.
So Hopkins will go in the gun, and he's going to look to throw across the middle, and he's got a man out there, and a strike is made to number 9, Trevin Baxter, and there you saw the connection as they take it across midfield.
Nice little pitch and catch right there. Pullman on the stop.
They'll go 1st and 10 from the 40. Hopkins looks around. He's under heavy pressure, and he's going to throw it and just throws it away. And he had Trenton Barraza out, but that stops the clock with 11 seconds to go. And not a bad decision there by the young man. He had to get rid of it. He was under heavy pressure.
Well, I think if he throws the ball out into the flat, Braden Mesher was right there on top of Barraza. I'm not so sure Barraza could get out of bounds.
I think you're right. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 11 seconds to go. Marion Local leads this one 27-6. Grove desperately trying to claw back into this one before the halftime break. Stick around at halftime as we'll have a halftime report. Second and 10 from the 40. Hopkins will go into the pistol. He's got Barraza off to the right side. He's going to look across the middle, and he throws it to Barraza, and he's got him out on the flat. At the 40, he gets across the 34-yard line, and he'll be taken down, and they'll stop the clock there with 4 seconds to go. So Columbus Grove will take a timeout with 4 seconds to go, Gilly, and they're sitting at the 34-yard line. You got to believe they got one shot at the end zone.
One shot at the end zone. Good stop right there by Everman from the Flyers, making the open field tackle on a very difficult running back in Mr. Barraza. Very entertaining first half.
Very, very entertaining
very
first half.
Very quick, entertaining first half.
Yeah, you're right. So Marion Local dominating this first half, albeit a lot of help from Columbus Grove with those 3 turnovers. So Grove trying to claw back in, and what a boost it would be if they could put something on the board here right before halftime.
Well, Grove, they converted 2 turnovers on Marion Local. They took the first one, the fumble, punched it in, got it to 20-6, is that correct? Mm-hmm. Marion Local comes back and scores, makes it 27-6. They're on the way of punching it in again, and Gavin Barraza makes a phenomenal defensive play, forcing the interception. And now Grove has an opportunity with the last, play of the first half.
Here's Hopkins. He looks across the middle. He steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be taken down, and that'll do it.
Isaac Mullenkamp.
Kyle Hopkins is sacked on the play, and that will end the first half. After one half of play from Spartan Stadium, the Marion Local Flyers lead the Columbus Grove Bulldogs 27-6. We'll be back right after these messages. It's halftime here at Spartan Stadium on the campus of Lima Senior High School. Tonight's halftime report is brought to you in part by Rural First, the leader in rural lending. Rural First can help you live closer to what matters. So, Gilly, we saw a dominant performance by the Marion Local Flyers, but Columbus Grove helped them with 3 turnovers of their own.
Yeah, it's been a turnover battle here in the first half, but, it's come down to Marion Local converting those turnovers into points. I think that's the difference in the game the first half, and both coaches can go in and make some adjustments here at halftime. Give Columbus Grove a lot of credit. They could have rolled over, and they didn't, and that's credit to the coaches and the players, and they just keep battling, keep chipping away. We're a long way from being done, but they've got to come out and they've got to get some points here. They can ill afford to give up another touchdown. They've got to find some way to cut into this 21-point lead and get it down to a respectable margin going to that fourth quarter.
When we come back, we'll have second half action. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Our third quarter sponsor is Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping in Leipzig for all your commercial and residential concrete needs. So here we go, Gil. We'll start the third quarter. Columbus Grove finds himself in a big hole, down 27-6, and Marion Local gets the ball first here. Columbus Grove really needs to stiffen up on the defensive end.
And you look at the temperature. It's dropping. It's at 20 degrees and dropping. And looking at that flag,
it is
ripping
wind
right
chill's
now.
probably about 10 or 12 degrees
gracious.
right now. It is bitter cold out there for these guys.
You want to lock these doors?
Yeah, it's nice and warm in here in the press box, but I don't like to say that. I feel bad about the weather conditions, but Marion Local, everything working through them right now, Gil, and they're just having their way. And Columbus Grove will kick off, and it'll be fielded at the 20-yard line. And this is Holscher as he's going to take it around the other side. And Holscher's got speed to burn as he gets to the 25 to the 30, and he'll be taken down at about the 30-yard line. So Victor Holscher runs about 40 yards to gain 10 there, Gil. But anytime you can get the ball in that young man's hands, you got to go for it.
Yeah, Leighton Blankenship did a really good job, running and playing the angle right there. Like you said, he made Holscher run a long ways, but give him a lot of credit. Allows his teammates to come up and make the tackle for Columbus Grove.
Our premier sponsor tonight is OPAC in Osgood. For all your industrial painting and staining and assembly needs, call OPAC. And Productions Products in Grove. Apply today at midwayproducts.com. So here come the Flyers, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Knopf's going to flip the ball back, and they'll go off the left side. And this is Hess as he gets a gain of about 8 yards. There you see Parker Hess. Gil, it looked like he was down at about the 5-yard mark.
Well, it was Barraza had a shot at him and missed him. And he found his way to get about 8 yards right there, but not until number 11, Landon Houston, on the stop.
So they'll go second and about 3 from the 38-yard line. Marion Local leads 27-6. Danny Holbrook, Darren Gilbert from Spartan Stadium, Lima Senior High School. They'll flip the ball back to Hess. This is Hess on the right side. Looks for that hole, and he spins, and he's going to pick up Lee's famous recipe, first down. Parker Hess with a nice, nifty spin move there, and he gives the Marion Locals another first down.
Jamison Rader on the tackle.
Tonight's presenting sponsors are Ultimate Outdoor, bringing resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor, and Layfeld Welding and Industrial Supplies with locations in Coldwater and Greenville. Stick around after the game as we'll be giving a Stolly Hustle Award winner out tonight. Knopf's going to hand the ball off to the second back up, and this is Hess, and he gets a gain of about 5 yards. Parker Hess just gets stronger as the night goes on. Both those backs do, Gilly. They're just fantastic.
Yeah, they do. No question about that. Appeared to be Levi Schrader on the stop, along with his teammate, Austin Gander.
That'll bring up 2nd and 4 from the 48-yard line. Knopf will go into the pistol. Got a single back off to his left. Heitkamp will go in motion, and they'll give it to Hess off the right side. Here goes Parker Hess as he gets through that initial phase of that defensive line from Columbus Grove, and he picks up another Lee's famous recipe, first down. So Parker Hess, this is his drive right now, everybody, as they continue to ride the legs of that young man, and he is giving them all they're asking for.
Houston and Patrick on the stop for Columbus Grove. First down, Bulldogs.
Our scoreboard sponsor tonight is Hawker
Flyers.
Drywall and Plastering. Visit us at hawkerdrywall.com to see how we can help you. So it'll go 1st and 10. Knopf's going to hand the ball off. This is Hess off the left side.
Nice play.
Nice defensive play, but the first man up. And that is, it looks like to me, number 14.
Mr.
That is
Rader.
Jamison Rader. Nice job there by that young man.
Yeah, he blew the play up. Not only blew the play up, he also made the tackle. Nice play there by that young man.
They'll bring up 2nd and 6 from the 44-yard line. Marion Local continues to lead this one, 27-6. Winner goes on to the state finals, Gilly. The state championship in Division 7. Knopf's going to go under center. So you got Holscher going in motion from left to right. They'll flip the ball back to Parker Hess, and he is met directly by that stout defensive line. And Grove showing some emotion there. And the first hit is Aiden Patrick, number 18.
Sure did. Did a nice job shedding his block partner and making the initial contact, letting his teammates clean it up. Leighton Blankenmeyer also in there for Columbus Grove. Good job right there by Grove. You put Marion Local in a, long 3rd and 6 situation right here. How big would it be if they could get a 4th down situation on Marion Local or turn over on downs?
3rd and 5. Knopf's going to keep it himself, and he flips the ball back, and this is Hess, and he's going to pick up the Lee's famous recipe 1st down. And I thought it looked like to me, I thought the ball was on the turf, but
or at least bobbled.
Yeah, I was confused by the play, but what a great job by Justin Knopf.
Yeah, Aiden Patrick had a beat on it in the backfield, and it almost like he over-pursued.
I think you're exactly right, yeah. That'll bring up 1st and 10, another Lee's famous recipe 1st down from the 36-yard line. Local on the march again. This is their first possession of the second half. They lead 27-6. Knopf's in the pistol. He's going to hand off to Drew Louse off the left side, and Drew Louse is just rumbling through that line. Gilly, you take Heitkamp out, you take Parker Hess out, and you bring Drew Louse in here. It's just a 3-headed monster.
It is, and they all bring unique things to the table for them. Kylan Mays on the stop for Columbus Grove. You know, we haven't called his name a whole lot tonight.
He's
but
been kind of neutralized a little bit.
Well,
he's a heck of a player.
Guess what?
Yeah.
I can probably, if you spent time on the offensive line, I'm sure he's probably seeing an excessive amount of double teams. That's how much respect Marion Local and the other schools have for that young man.
Bring up 2nd and 3. They'll go Parker Hess up the middle, and he's going to pick up another Lee's famous recipe 1st down as he rumbles towards the end zone, and he picks up a big-time 1st down as he takes it near the 12-yard line, and it is 1st and goal, and they are in the Holman's Insurance red zone. Marion Local on the march once again.
Baxter on the stop, got him by the ankles, allowing his teammates to come in and clean up the play for the Silver Hats.
I said 1st and goal there from the 12. That'll be 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. So Knopf will go under center. He's got Parker Hess and Ethan Heitkamp in the eye. They'll hand the ball off. And the ball fumbled, and it looked like Parker Hess.
Oh, he did. He lost it a second time.
Yeah, the ball was on the turf. And let's see what happened. And Groves got it. He had it the first time. He lost it, and he corralled it in, and he lost it again on the second
Well, I'm wondering if somebody didn't get a hand in there or Paul in there and knock it away, because he like you said, he initially bobbled it, got it back, and I'm wondering if somebody just didn't get a Paul in there and rip it out.
So a big-time turnover here for the Columbus Grove Bulldogs, as they needed that one, as Marion Local was on the march. And they had it at the 10-yard line, so Grove will go 1st and 10 from the 10. And let's see if they can move the ball down and flip the field a little bit.
It appeared to be Gavin Barraza coming up with the football.
So Hopkins is in the pistol. He's going to hand the ball to Barraza, and he spins around and gets maybe a yard.
Yeah, there's our buddy, number 59, Mr. Ungren. Ungren. I apologize if I mispronunciate the young man's name. He had a heck of a ball game last week against Ansonia.
He sure did. 2 weeks ago. At Minster last week, remember?
Oh, that's right.
The weeks are just piling up on you.
They are piling up.
Too much turkey yesterday.
Yeah. Now, they say it doesn't put you to sleep.
It does, trust me. 2nd and 9. Hopkins is going to take the snap. They'll go Trenton Barraza off the left side, and nothing doing. Maybe half a yard, and Trenton Barraza all bottled up there by the Marion Local defense, and that's going to bring up 3rd and a long 9. So Marion Local holding down Columbus Grove offensive firepower right here, and a big-time 3rd down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it appeared to be Mr. Mullenkamp. See, you know what makes me tired, Danny.
What's that?
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs, that's right. You need some corn dogs. So here we go, 3rd and 9 from the 10-yard line. Hopkins is in the empty backfield. He's got 2 receivers off to his left, 1 to the right. He's going to look across the defense. He's going to fire to the left side, and nothing doing
Boy,
there.
did he take a pop.
He took a monster hit, and he was hit hard by
Mr. Seitz.
Benton Seitz. Just came off the left side unblocked and just threw Kyle Hopkins to the ground, and the Bulldogs will punt away, and lurking back is Griffin Bruns and Victor Holscher.
Yeah, that's twice that Mr. Seitz has had him in his sights.
Nice play on
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Just call Miles for that one.
So here's the punt, and it's going to be fielded by
what a great
popped
bounce.
over the head of Bruns, but he's going to pick it up at the 45. He'll take it to the 40, to the 30, and he goes down the sidelines, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. And a flag comes in late. A late flag comes in from behind the play. Gilly, I'm not sure what this call is, but
blocking the back, maybe.
It looks like it's going to go against Marion Local, and that's the indication from the officials.
Yeah, that one came in a little bit late, partner.
It was way behind the play.
There's a couple flags down there.
And you're exactly right, Gil. It was a block in the back, so that'll push the ball back.
Yeah, tough break there for the Flyers because he scampered his way down there and got down around the 20.
So Marion Local, Gil, on their way, if things hold up now, on their way to a third possible state championship in a row. And we've not seen anything like this in a long time. It's an absolute machine.
Well, and they're also got the streak on the line too, partner.
Absolutely. They'll go 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Justin Knopf will go under center. They'll hand the ball to Hess off the right side, and he's immediately met. And not much work in there, maybe a yard. But a great job there by the Bulldog defensive front.
Yeah, I was watching the action right there on what they're doing with Kylan Mays. That's exactly what they're doing. They're double teaming him. With the offensive lineman, you have to because he is such a phenomenal, front on the line of scrimmage and also a very good offensive tackle.
They'll go 2nd and 10 from the 45. Knopf's going to keep it himself, and they'll go Drew Louse.
Boy,
up the
they
middle.
were very fortunate.
Yeah, Gil. There could have been a collision there, and we could have seen a turnover right there, but they got the ball to Drew Louse. And a little misdirection there, but Columbus Grove is right there prepared for it.
Yeah, Leighton Blankenmeyer was like, oh, my goodness, they about threw the football to me on that handoff. That's how quick he was getting into the backfield. He's had a nice night for Columbus Grove.
You're right, he has. Our scoreboard sponsor tonight is Hawker Drywall and Plastering. So what do we got here? A stoppage in play. And
believe it or not, Danny, this is Columbus Grove's 18th playoff appearance, coming in 36-16 during that time.
They'll go 3rd and 7. Knopf's going to throw to the right side. He's got a man out there, and a connection is made to Griffin Bruns for a Lee's Famous Recipe first down. Griffin Bruns finds a little seam in the gap there and just makes a nice connection.
On the tackle appeared to be Grant Eversole.
So Marion Local continues to move the chains, and we are at 3:54 and counting in the third quarter.
During Andy Schaefer's time at Columbus Grove, he's amassed a 21-6 record in the playoffs in his 7 playoff appearances.
So Knopf's going to hand the ball off right up the middle. They just continue. Are you kidding me? He's carrying 4 and 5 players at a time.
Doesn't help. It doesn't hurt, to have your offensive lineman, a bunch of yellow hats, just giving you the old push and just pushing you as far down the field as you possibly could. And
when you watch this team, and we've said it before and we'll continue to say it, football is the ultimate team sport. I've never seen as unselfish a team as Marion Local.
Well, look how many kids are down on the sidelines.
Incredible.
For a Division VII school, look at the numbers that they produce every year as far as the number of kids that play.
There's Drew Louse as he goes up the middle. and a nice gain of about 6 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 4, and we've got a Columbus Grove player down the ground. We'll let them take care of that, young man. We'll step aside. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. And the young man that was down on the ground was number 54, the fine defensive tackle for the Bulldogs, Austin Gander, and he does walk off on his own accord, so that's great to see.
It is great to see.
So we'll go 2nd and 4. Marion Local trying to punch in another 6 here in the end zone. Justin Knopf will go in the pistol, and he's going to hand the ball off. This is Louse to the left side as he goes towards the end zone, and he's knocked down at about the 3-yard line. Drew Louse, the MAC Defensive Player of the Year, still carries the ball.
Great cutback, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Little jump cut right there, left to right.
It was a great read, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. Got his shoulder square to the line of scrimmage and just bulldozed his way down inside the 5-yard line.
So that'll bring up 1st and goal with 2:31 to go here in the third quarter. Marion Local leads 27-6. Knopf will go under center. He's going to hand off to Hess, and Hess tries to get towards the goal line. Not much happening there, maybe a yard.
Trying to see who's coming off the pile right there, who the first one made contact.
Our Red Zone sponsor tonight is Holman's Insurance, your trusted local insurance specialist, member of the Wayne Insurance Group, with 2 locations to serve you in Chickasaw and Versailles.
Jamison Rader on the tackle.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. He's got Hess and Heitkamp in the backfield behind Justin Knopf as they'll go a tight formation. They're going to run it right up the middle. Drew Louse goes in motion. They'll go Parker Hess off the right side, and he walks in untouched for a Burke Petroleum touchdown. Burke Petroleum offering propane for residential, farm, commercial, and industrial users. Burke Petroleum, dependable, available. Call 1-800-776-3097. Marion Local puts another 6 on the board. They lead 33-6. Easy peasy, partner. There's something else, aren't they?
Well, I was just watching the lineman come off the field. His helmet bounced off the block right there. And, there's been a lot of hat-to-hat contact on both sides of the ball tonight. Very physical game.
Carson Bills puts up the extra point, and it is good. The Marion Local Flyers with 1:44 to go. They lead this one 34-6. We'll step aside. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Tonight's Marion Local premier sponsor is OPAC in Osgood. For all your industrial painting, staining, and assembly needs, call OPAC. And our premier sponsor for Columbus Grove, Production Products in Grove. They are hiring, offering great opportunities to advance in a free on-site medical clinic. Apply today at midwayproducts.com. So, partner, the Marion Local Flyers flexing their muscles. They lead this one comfortably 34-6. They did that mostly on the ground.
They did it mostly on the ground. And can I say something?
You sure can.
Can we keep Jake outside? Every time he opens that door up, there's a draft.
It is 19
Give me a thumbs up,
out.
Jake, would you please?
Poor old Jacob's out there in the weather, the elements.
Him and Zach are doing a phenomenal job, as well as all the other ones throughout this football season. They do a lot that goes unnoticed.
They are. Trenton Barraza fields that one, and he takes it up to about the 20-yard line. So the Grove Bulldogs need to get something, and they need to get something in a hurry as we are at the 1:32 mark of the third quarter. Marion Local leads this one 34-6. Partner, not what I expected, but not unexpected, if you know what I mean.
Right. Coming into this game, both coaches have respect for one another and game preparation and everything. Columbus Grove got their opportunity to play in this state semifinal game, is well deserving. Same thing with Marion Local, and it's turned into a smash mouth football game. And the turnovers early really, put Columbus Grove behind the 8 ball.
And there you see Drew Louse come up and makes a big-time play on Kyle Hopkins. He tried to go off the right side and picked up about 2 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. There's just never any let-up with this Marion Local team, Gil. They are focused on every play. They are so disciplined. We'll go 2nd and 8. Hopkins is in the pistol. He's got Barraza off to his left side. He's got two receivers to the left. They'll go Barraza off the right side, and nothing doing there.
Really good job right there by Adam Winter along with number 52.
Isaac Mullenkamp.
Isaac Mullenkamp right there standing up Barraza. Yeah, he's going to be a sore young man tomorrow.
He sure is.
But you can never fault the kid's effort or anybody else on the Columbus Grove Ball Club.
Yeah, what a great season for Columbus Grove. That'll bring up 3rd and 6 from the 25-yard line. Kyle Hopkins will go into an empty backfield. He's got 3 receivers off to the left. He's going to roll off to his left. He throws to his left, and he's got a man out there. And reception is made, and a Lee's famous recipe first down is obtained by the Bulldogs. So Columbus Grove on the march as they keep the chains moving. That's another Lee's famous recipe first down.
Yeah, I think that was out in the flat to Barraza, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Little pitch and catch right there, action. First down for Columbus Grove.
They'll bring up 1st and 10. Hopkins will go in the pistol. They'll go Barraza off the left side, and he is taken down behind the line of scrimmage, and he is tracked down there by
Mr. Winter, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Adam Winter. And that will wrap up the 3rd quarter. After 3 quarters of play from Spartan Stadium on the campus of Lima Senior High School, the Marion local Flyers lead this one 34-6. We'll be back with 4th quarter action right after these messages. Tonight's 4th quarter sponsor is Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping in Leipzig. For all your commercial and residential concrete needs, you can call Dale's Concrete. Our timeout sponsors tonight are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. So one more quarter in the books, Gil. And if all things hold true, Marion Local is going to head to another state championship game.
Yep, get to make that trek all the way over, what county? Stark County?
Stark County over in Kent, that's right, yeah. So they'll go 2nd and 11 from the 30. Hopkins is in an empty backfield. He's going to throw to the right side. He's got Barraza out there, and he overshoots him, and the ball rolls out of bounds, and it'll bring up 3rd and 11.
Well, he had to get rid of that because
he was under heavy pressure.
Yeah, Mr. Louse was coming from that linebacker position, and they just couldn't quite get the timing together between him and Mr. Barraza out in the flat.
Darren Gilbert from Spartan Stadium.
Hadn't been many people leave tonight, partner, considering it's 20 degrees.
Yeah, they're all faithful bunch of
and
people.
And the wind chill's dropping fast.
Hopkins
may get a false start.
Couple flags, and I think we're going to get a false start on Columbus Grove, and that'll back them up.
Boy, we haven't seen many penalties
We have
tonight.
not. It's been
saw
a clean,
block in the back, saw a face mask, right? And then the procedure call right there. Very clean played game by both teams, and that's credit to the coaching staff and your style of how you practice.
Oh, absolutely.
And it carries over onto the field, the fundamentals of the game, and kudos to both teams, players, and coaches.
So that'll bring up 3rd and a long 16 for the Bulldogs. They've got Barraza in the Wildcat. They'll send Kyle Hopkins behind him. They're going to flip the ball back to Hopkins. He's going to throw right down the right side, and the connection is made. And
that's
a nice
Gavin
play there.
Barraza.
Gavin Barraza, and Kyle Hopkins throws an absolute strike. And a nice play by the Bulldogs as they got another Lee's famous recipe first down. They move the chains, and they keep the drive alive.
Nice job there by Columbus Grove. Yeah, Danny, it could have been like that Massillon game, 26 penalties?
Yes, last week.
16 or 17 of them by their offensive linemen, false starts.
This is Barraza as he looks for room on the left side.
Ooh,
and
make it a hold
Yeah,
here.
we're going to get a hold because those flags were thrown right at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to back the Bulldogs up again.
Yeah, Marion Local did a really good job stringing that out. Shedding the blocks, going laterally along the line of scrimmage. As soon as I mentioned something about the flags, here we go. There's 2 of them in the last,
And I'm looking at that American flag, Gil, and it is blowing hard, and it is just
it's
bitter
whipping
cold
in
out there. It sure is. I think we're going to get a little snow this Christmas season.
I'm wondering if I can use my remote from here and see if it. Wonder if I click on at Walmart. You think it will?
You're going with me back to your car, so it's a long way to your cars.
Yeah, but can I press the button to warm it up?
You know what? We'll see. We'll see. Here goes Hopkins. He'll hand to Barraza as he tries to go off the right side, and he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. And that Marion local front four is just devastating right now. No quitting in the Flyers, even though they're up 34-6.
Adam Winter doing a good job right there, making the stop. Got him by the ankles. Second and 21.
Second and 21 with 10:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. All Marion local all night. The Flyers have dominated this one from the kick. So they'll go Hopkins in an empty backfield. He looks to throw. He's under pressure, and he's got a man out there. And he finds Baxter, and Baxter goes down on his own.
Boy, I hope he's
okay. It looked like he buckled his knee.
Oh,
you
my
hope
goodness
that young
gracious,
man's okay.
yes.
And he is hobbling off the field. Boy, that was an ugly play as far as his knee.
I hope he's okay, because he planted, and that knee went the other direction.
Sure did. Trevin Baxter with the reception, but boy, his knee went the other way. And let's hope that young man, he's staying in the ball game. So that's a good sign.
No, but you could see that just the grimacing going on. Tough kid right there.
Sure is. They bring up third and about 4. Baxter goes in motion. They'll go Barraza off the left side, and he's trying to get outside, and I don't know if he got it, Gil. He's close to a first down. They're going to mark him about a yard short. It looks like from where the officials are spotting the ball, it's going to be about a yard, half a yard short of a first down to bring up fourth down.
Good job by Cale Nagel along with, trying to think who that other one was. Looks like Bryant Meyer, number 42. It happens so doggone quick.
To the Marion local Flyers faithful, they're on their feet cheering their crew on as they want to see a turnover on downs here. Hopkins goes into an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right. Hopkins takes the snap. He's under heavy pressure, and he's going to get away from the rush, and he's still under heavy pressure, and he's going to be thrown down for a big-time loss, and Marion local takes over on downs on this side of the field. What a play by the defense of Marion local.
Yeah, great effort there by Hopkins. I mean, it turned into, he had to run for his life right there, and he tried to make something out of nothing and stepped into the pocket, and by that time it was closing in was Adam Winter and also, Mr. Mullenkamp.
So Marion local will take over on downs. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line with just under 8:59 to go here in the fourth quarter. They'll go into the power I. Knopf will go under center. Hess and Heitkamp behind him. They'll flip the ball back to Parker Hess as he goes off the left side. And he picks up.
He's gone.
He is gone. Parker Hess is gone down the sidelines for another Burke Petroleum touchdown. Parker Hess takes it in from 45 yards out. And the Marion local Flyers continue to put points on the scoreboard as they lead this one 40-6. Gilly, I thought he was stopped on the initial surge.
On the
really
initial
did.
surge, and he just kept his legs churning to the line of scrimmage and broke a couple tackles and turned into a foot race, and he found his way to the end zone.
Our extra point sponsor tonight, Northwest Ohio Recycling in Pandora, paying top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, scrap iron, and scrap cars. Call 419-384-3392. So they'll try to put 41 on the board, the Flyers will, and we await and a stoppage in play. See what they're doing here. So an impressive performance by the Marion local Flyers. And they'll stop the clock again. Not real sure what's going on.
Well, one thing about it, they're going to have a bunch of people from Flyer land up in Canton.
They sure are. These folks travel well, and they
those hotel rooms will be booked up for Maria Stein.
There's the hold, there's the snap, there's the kick,
Fans.
and it is good. 41-6. We'll be back right after these messages. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. So, Gilly, as a parent with OHSAA rules, we have a running clock going on now, as a 30-point lead constitutes a running clock. And this one will be over quick unless Columbus Grove can put some points on the board, which we know they're capable of.
Yes, they are. And you know what? Regardless of the score, you know, they've got a lot to be proud of.
Oh, absolutely. What a fantastic year for the Grove Bulldogs. Northwest Conference champions. They set all kinds of school records. Great job of the coaching staff out there. And quality program. They'll be back.
They will be back. And, you know, they're going to miss the seniors that has led them to where they're at right now. But the underclassmen are going to pick up right where the seniors left off.
So a high pooch kick there that's fielded at about the 35-yard line. It'll take over at about the 39-yard line. So you just wonder if Marion Local is going to bring in some second and third teamers. It looks like they may be doing that about right now.
Yes, they are.
So get those starters out of the ball game for a well-deserved round of applause. And they get to pack their bags and head to another state championship game, Gilly. I don't think we've ever seen a program like this in the state of Ohio at any level.
Well, look, the record speaks for themselves, the winning streak. I still can't, give number 11 credit down here. He's by himself, by the heater. Everybody else is stacked up down here. The young man.
And there goes Barraza spinning and winning, and he picks up a nice 15-yard gain there. Trenton Barraza, his best run of the night as he went off tackle. And there you saw the athleticism of Trenton Barraza. He picks up another Lee's Famous Recipe first down.
It appeared to be Pullman on the stop.
So Columbus Grove goes into their hurry up. Kyle Hopkins goes into an empty backfield. He's got three receivers to the left. He's going to look to throw the ball under heavy pressure. Throws off to the right. And a nice reception made out there by Brady Basinger.
Sure was.
Kept his feet in bounds and just tiptoed the sidelines.
Well, he threw a dart right there because he was under heavy pressure. Nice job there with Hopkins on the pitch and catch.
And the clock continues to run at 5:53 to go. So Hopkins goes into an empty backfield. They'll continue to throw the ball a little bit here. Hopkins under pressure, throws it down the middle, and he's got Basinger. And he had Basinger right across the middle, and it just went through the open arms of Brady Basinger. And boy, you can see Basinger grab his face mask, thinking, "Boy, I had that." When he walks into the end zone, yeah.
I mean, he's a big kid and is very mobile and agile.
He's 6'1", 205-pound sophomore, Brady Basinger.
Yeah, he's really got good feet on the basketball court. Does a good job finishing around the rim, and
it always goes back to basketball.
Well, but these kids, both these teams, Danny, in small schools, these kids, and they win. They win in basketball, and then they get ready for track and field. We've seen, Coach Grodehouse and what he's done with the track program at Columbus Grove, and then you got Marion Local and what they've done at the. You've covered enough track.
Absolutely. Both these schools have fantastic track programs.
Yeah, we laugh, but that kid last year at Marion Local that finished runner-up in the discus.
Yes.
He's on at Ohio State on a scholarship, Mr. Kanapke.
There's Hopkins with a dart that he intended target. It looked to be Trevin Baxter, and it goes off his shoulder pads and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I think that the defender right there may have caused a little bit of a problem, for Baxter. He may have took his eyes off the football or was blocked from it because of the effort of the defensive back of Marion Local.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Not real sure why the clock was stopped there, Gil.
I wasn't sure either.
Hopkins is going to hand off to Barraza, and he tries to get through there, and he picks up a nice gain of about 6 yards. And that's all Marion Local wants to see is that clock continue to run down. That'll bring him 3rd and a long
Everman
4.
on the stop. I think that's Everman number 8. Got new glasses, still can't see. What's that say?
Too much turkey, Gil.
Too much turkey.
Yep.
Not enough carrots. Is that what they say?
I had some carrots this week.
Or they say pistachios is good for the eyesight.
That's right. Yeah. So Hopkins has got Barraza off to the right side. He's going to hand the ball off, and Trenton Barraza will come close to a first down. But he's going to be about a yard and a half, maybe 2 yards short. That'll bring up fourth down. Clock continues to run. And the Marion local faithful standing up, wanting their troops to hold them on fourth down. Look, a lot of kids are in there that play second, third team, and a lot of parents are out here supporting their kids. Absolutely.
It's a pride thing, and these kids are getting the opportunity to play in the playoffs and also play for their upcoming season next year.
State semifinal here. Winner moves on to the state championship. Hopkins hands the ball to Barraza, and he's going to pick up at Lee's famous recipe first down. And they'll give him the first down. So Trenton Barraza goes off tackle, and he picks up a Lee's famous recipe first down.
Good job by that young man, Mr. Barraza. You want to talk about a phenomenal career?
He is fantastic.
He's been the record book setter there for Columbus Grove. He's got a little brother, that is going to be coming up. Be curious to see who they put in the running back position next year.
Here's Hopkins under pressure, and he's going to be taken down.
Oh, nice play
and
there.
And the sack made by number 66, and that is Derek Greishop, the 6'4", 250-pound junior. And we get to call his name, and I'm sure he's excited about that one.
Yes, going to have some proud parents there tonight. That young man getting him a sack in the state semifinals.
And the clock continues to run. That's going to bring up second, and it looks like about 6. Marion local leads this one 41-6. They'll go Barraza off the right side, and he is hit immediately there by number 36, and a great play there by Camden Eifert. The 5'10", 180-pound junior met him in the hole and didn't back down.
Guess who's going to be a linebacker next year? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. That'll bring up 3rd and 14. Hopkins will go into the pistol. He's got Barraza off the right side. He looks to throw. He's under heavy pressure. He's going to throw to the left side, and a connection is made out there. And the catch is made by, let's see if we can get a number 24 for the Bulldogs. That is Caleb Davis.
Nice catch there by that young man. Nice pitch and catch.
Sure was, and that brings the clock under 45 seconds as it continues
to run.
Like
about 4th and 3.
4th and 3. Hopkins will go into the pistol. He's got Barraza. He's going to hand off to Barraza, and he's going to go to the left side. And I don't know if he got it, Gil. I'm not real sure. And he did not. Marion local holds, and the clock continues to run. The Flyers are going to move on to the state championship game. And Gil,
what great
sportsmanship
right there by Barraza. As soon as the play was over, he got up and he patted Braden Mesher on the hat. That's just how much respect Columbus Grove has for Marion local, as well as Marion local for Columbus Grove.
And the clock has stopped with 11 seconds to go for a change of possession. Yeah, change of possession. The Marion local kids were really, really excited, so they'll go in and take a knee. But what a dominant performance by the Marion local Flyers.
Yeah, they set the tone early, Danny, with those turnovers and converted them into points, and they put, a lot of pressure on Columbus Grove to make decisions, with their playbook on how they wanted to attack, and they just dug themselves a hole off the turnovers, and that a lot of that credit has to go to Marion local, but you cannot fault the effort of Columbus Grove tonight. They laid it all on the line. They could have folded early. They didn't. They kept competing and battling. It's too bad to see one of these teams lose because both teams are winners. And they've showed that throughout the season, and they represented both their leagues very well, as Northwest Ohio.
When we come back, we'll wrap this one up, and we'll have our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award of the game. You're watching high school football on WOSC. Welcome back to Spartan Stadium on the campus of Lima Senior High School, where the Marion local Flyers advanced to the state championship game with a 41-6 thumping of the Columbus Grove Bulldogs. You can check out highlights of tonight's Stolly Hustle Award winner on the WSN YouTube page. And our winner tonight, Gil, is, drum roll please, defensive back, wide receiver, special teamer, Griffin Bruns.
Yeah, Griffin Bruns does a lot of things for these Flyers. He can come out and play, wide receiver on the offensive side of the ball. He's really good on the defensive side of the ball. He's an exceptional athlete. He also is really good on special teams. And, he did a really nice job in the secondary tonight when Columbus Grove was put into passing situations. But just his overall play, sets the tone for the rest of his teammates. And we could have picked a lot of them tonight, partner, because they put it all together and got it done. But I think both of you agree that Griffin Bruns is well deserving of this tonight.
Yeah, and Marion Local wins this one 41-6. But what a great season for the Columbus Grove Bulldogs. Trenton Barraza, a record-setting year with 2,500 yards, and that young man's special talent. They just didn't have the numbers tonight, and Marion Local shows you why they're the #1 team in the state of Ohio.
Well, they took away, one of the defensive specialists in Kylan Mays with double teams tonight, which put pressure on your other position players to make stops. And they give everything that they possibly could, and I know they're disappointed, but you know what? Years to come, they're going to remember this, these past 2 years, getting where they did and getting to the state semifinals. It was a hurdle they just couldn't get over the top of. They were so close, and I know they're disappointed, but again, what a great season by Coach Schaefer and his staff, and I'm sure Columbus Grove, the community is really, really proud of them, and they represent the Northwest Conference tonight, as well as Bluffton, who also played another state semifinal game tonight. But, hats off to them for a great, great season.
And that'll wrap it up from Spartan Stadium on the campus of Lima Senior High School. The Marion Local Flyers defeat the Columbus Grove Bulldogs 41-6. For Darren Gilbert, I'm Danny Holbrook, our entire WSN crew. You've been watching high school football on WOSN.